Good morning, I am Tracy Spence with your newscast. This newscast is brought to you courtesy of BioLife Energy Systems. Come join the living. Call them at 800-875-5433. USA Credit Repair, the key to beautiful credit. You may call them at 800-786-1330. Cruising with the Case Handler, a show on personal injury and immigration, weekdays 9 to 30 a.m., on Saturdays 7 p.m. and 12 noon on Sundays. And Supreme Power Homes, call them at 800-493-9002. Now for the news in details. Jamaica's major organized crime and anti-corruption agency, MOCA, is to become an independent entity effective April 1st. National Security Minister Dr. Harris Chang made the announcement on Wednesday. MOCA will be an elite law enforcement investigative agency operating autonomously of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. The agency was established to fight organized crime in Jamaica, including detecting and investigating crime kingpins and persons who facilitate their activities. Wednesday's announcement that the agency will be independent follows months of collaboration with the Ministry of Finance and the Public Service to finalize the conditions and terms of service for MOCA officers. The MOCA Code and Conduct and Disciplinary Procedures Regulations was approved in March last year. Several hotels in Jamaica have indicated they will pay for COVID-19 vaccines for their workers. They have signed on to a program being spearheaded by the Jamaica Hotel and Tourist Association, JHTA, which will see them collaborating with the government to pay for the shots. JHTA President Clifton Reeder said it would not be mandatory for staff members to be vaccinated, but the program is a way to ease the financial burden on the government, which has promised free vaccines to all citizens. Noting the Minister of Health's recent reports on challenges in accessing COVID-19 vaccines due to limited availability from approved sources, Mr. Reeder said he is hoping private sector assistance will help the government in securing doses. Many hotel workers are out of jobs as a result of the downturn in the tourism sector caused by the COVID-19 pandemic. Meanwhile, there is a call for the Jamaican government to provide details on the plan to begin the country's COVID-19 vaccination program. The government announced on Tuesday it is planning to spend $3 billion on Phase 1 of the program, with the delivery of the first doses on April 21st this year. 17% of the population will be vaccinated this year. Speaking on a current affairs program yesterday, Professor of Public Health and Epidemiology Peter Figueroa said detailed planning of the vaccination program is necessary for it to be effective. Professor Figueroa said without careful planning, the program would not progress smoothly, as it must involve the institutions that are going to help roll out the plan and participate in it, as well as the target populations, namely the health workers in different services. Additionally, he noted critical information on the vaccination program is lacking. In sports, Reggae Boys head coach Theodore Whitmore has expressed concern about the lack of competitive football being played by local-based footballers in almost a year, and has urged stakeholders to do whatever needs to be done to get the local Premier League restarted. Whitmore believes the situation will negatively impact preparations of the national team, which will have a very busy 2021 with the CONCACAF Gold Cup tournament and the FIFA World Cup qualifiers later in the year. Local football was disrupted last March after the first few cases of the novel coronavirus were identified in the island, and 2 months later, the Jamaica Football Federation, JFF, cancelled the remainder of the season and called off unorganized football competitions. Since then, efforts to restart football, including the schoolboys competition, have been thwarted, as the Ministry of Health and Wellness is yet to approve the protocols submitted by the JFF. And that is it for the news. This newscast came to you courtesy of BioLife Energy Systems. Come join the living. Call them at 800-875-5433. USA Credit Repair, the key to beautiful credit. You may call them at 800-786-1330. Cruising with the Case Handler, a show on personal injury and immigration, weekdays 9:30 a.m., on Saturdays 7 p.m. and 12 noon on Sundays. And Supreme Power Homes, call them at 800-493-9002. On behalf of the news and production team, I am Tracy Spence. Do have a good morning.